Hello everyone, I welcome you all to this lesson. Today I am going to discuss on the topic Lord Ullin's daughter, question and answer. So here I begin. And before that, let me ask you, have you subscribed to my channel? If you haven't, then please do and watch the video till end and press the like button if you have liked it. So let us start with the topic of question and answer of Lord Ullin's daughter, which is written by Thomas Campbell. So my first question is, justify the title of the poem Lord Ullin's Daughter by Thomas Campbell. Answer. The poem glorifies the love and sacrifices of Lord Ullin's daughter and chieftain's love. It describes how a Scottish chieftain and his beloved flee her wrathful father only to get engulfed by a surging stormy sea. The young lovers meet their tragic end as a result of savage clannish feuds. The poem tells a gripping tale, and the poet has used vivid, diverse, and extremely powerful imagery to personify the menacing face of nature. Hence, the title is quite appropriate. Question number 2. How does the poem Lord Ullin's Daughter qualify as a ballad? Answer. A ballad is a narrative poem generally of folk origin. It is intended to be sung. Lord Ullin's Daughter is a ballad which tells the tragic story of the daughter of Lord Ullin and his lover who dies a very sorrowful death when chased by her father and his men. Question number 3. Who was the chieftain? Where was he going? And why? Answer. Chieftain is a Scottish chieftain, the chief of the island of Alva. He is the lover of Lord Ullin's daughter. They are eloping and are being persuaded by the daughter's father. The chieftain wants to cross Loch Shaggle as Lord Ullin and his men are following him. Question number 4. Why does the chieftain offer the boatman a silver pound to be rowed across the river? Answer. The Scottish chieftain and Lord Ullin's daughter are being followed by Lord Ullin's men. If they are caught, the chieftain would be killed. Also, it is a stormy night and the boatman may not agree to row them, so he offers a silver pound. Question number 5. Write 2 qualities of the boatman with reason. Answer. The boatman is a kind, sincere, human sympathy, valiant and a strong man. He agrees to row the 2 lovers, that is, the Scottish chieftain and Lord Ullin's daughter, across Loch Shaggle, even in that dark and such a terrible stormy weather. He is gallant and chivalrous towards the lady and agrees to risk his life for her sake. This shows his valiant nature as well as his kindness towards the lady and his lover. He is a man of words who does not care for the stormy sea or the scowling sky. He risks his own life to help the lovers in need. Question number 6. What does wit means? Answer. Wit means someone who is skilled in fighting. Here the word is used to describe the boatman as he was ready to row the boat in the violent storm and furious waves. Question number 7. The water wraith was shrieking. Bring out the symbolism in the line. Answer. The water wraith was the spirit of the lake. The water of Loch Shaggle has become turbulent and very noisy due to storm. Shrieking here refers to the lamenting of the water. The poet has used a symbolism to prepare the reader for what is going to happen. The spirit of the lake seems to be lamenting as at the imminent death of the two lovers. Certainly, Lord Ullin's beautiful daughter and her lover are going to meet their watery graves in the sea at the end. Question number 8. Explain the line. And in the scowl of heaven each face grew dark as they were speaking. Answer. The above line means that as the lovers are talking to the boatman, the wind howls and grows stronger and becomes more violent. On the other hand, the sky is covered with dark grey clouds. The faces of all the three, that is, the boatman, Lord Ullin's daughter, and the chieftain, appear unrecognizable in the dark. Question number 9. Explain the line. The boat has left a stormy land, a stormy sea before that. Answer. In the first line, stormy refers to an angry father, while in the second line, it refers to the tempest that had taken place. Question number 10. Lord Ullin's daughter faces a dilemma. What is it about? Answer. Lord Ullin's daughter dilemma is whether she should face the angry storm at the sea or her father's wrath. Question number 11. Why is the shore called fatal? Answer. The shore is called fatal because Lord Ullin's daughter, who was just left the shore, is going to die with her lover. It is a transferred epithet. Question number 12. Why did Ullin's wrath turn into wailing on seeing his daughter? Answer. Lord Ullin gave a hot chase with his armed men to arrest and kill the lover of his daughter. But when Lord Ullin saw his daughter trapped in the tempest at sea and was going to die, his wrath turned into wailing and mourning. Question number 13. One lovely hand she stretched for aid. Do you think Lord Ullin's daughter wanted to reach out for her father? Why? Answer. Yes, I do think Lord Ullin's daughter appealed to her father for help when she was caught in the tempest at the sea. She wanted her father to save her from the tempest in which she and her lover were trapped. Question number 14. Come back, my daughter. Oh, my daughter. Why does the repetition of the above mentioned words show? Answer. The grief-stricken Lord Ullin repeatedly calls out her daughter to return to her father. He also says that he would forgive the Scottish chieftain, her lover. Unfortunately, it was too late, and he loses his daughter to the stormy sea and is left mourning for the loss. Question number 15. Do you think the daughter was correct in her decision of defying her father? Why? Why not? If you had been in the daughter's place, what would you have done? What are the duties of children towards their parents? Answer. As it is rightly said, love is blind. Being in love, lovers do not realize the consequence of their impulsive decisions. Lord Ullin's daughter and her lover decided to elope because they knew that her father would not agree. She must have thought about her family's reputation and honor. At the same time, she could not leave her lover for the sake of honor and status. Love means more than these. She must have tried to persuade her father and waited for his support. But alas, her father did not accept the groom, and so she had to defy her father and run away. Children should be obedient towards their parents. They should realize that their parents are their well wishers and benefactors. They should keep their family's honor and reputation too. We should not leave our parents for the sake of a 2 weeks relationship. If I was in her place, I would have kept patience till my father would have agreed. Because for me, I love my family as much I love the chieftain. Question number 16. The water wraith was shrieking. Bring out the symbolism in the line. Answer. The water wraith is the spirit of the lake. The water of Loch Kyle has become turbulent and very noisy due to the storm. Shrieking here refers to the lamenting of the water. The poet has used a symbolism to prepare the reader for what is going to happen. The spirit of the lake seems to be lamenting at the imminent death of the two lovers, that is, Lord Ullin's daughter and the Scottish chieftain. Question number 17. Why does the poet use the words like a down and road, which contains harsh syllables? Answer. The poet uses such harsh syllables to convey the anger and the fury of the man, that is, Lord Ullin and his men, who were chasing the two lovers, in contrast to that of the nature's fury, that is, the anger of the sea, sky, waves. For example, storm grew loud, scowl of heaven, and water wraith, etc. Question number 18. Explain the phrase bony bird. Answer. It refers to the beautiful bride and the daughter of Lord Ullin. Bony means charming. Question number 19. What did Lord Ullin say to his daughter at last? Answer. Lord Ullin cried in grief and asked his daughter to come back across the stormy water. He promised her that he would forgive her lover, the Highland chief. Question number 20. Why was the boatman surprised? Answer. The boatman was surprised as the chieftain wanted to cross Loch Kyle in such a dark and stormy weather. Question number 21. How did the chief introduce himself? Answer. The chief introduced himself to the boatman as the chief of Alva's Island. Question number 22. Who was the lady with the chief? Answer. The lady with the chieftain was Lord Ullin's daughter. Question number 23. What did the chieftain want the boatman to do? What did he fear? Answer. The chieftain wanted the boatman to make haste and disappear before Lord Ullin and his men appeared in the scene. It was because they would have come then. If they would have come, the chieftain feared that they would stain the bushes with his blood. Question number 24. Whose horsemen are they? How could they reach the chieftain and his beloved? What would be the fate of the bony bride? Answer. They are Lord Ullin's horsemen. They could reach there by discovering their steps. There would be no one left to cheer the bony bride, that is, Lord Ullin's daughter, after the murder of her lover, that is, the Scottish chieftain. Question number 29. Who was the hardy Highland wraith and the winsome lady? What trait the boatman's character is revealed in these lines? Answer. The hardy Highland wraith being described is the boatman, and the winsome lady is Lord Ullin's daughter. And the boatman's trait is that he is brave and kind-hearted man. Question number 26. Who takes an oath? What did the boatman assure to the chief? How was the weather at that time? Answer. The boatman takes an oath to row them over the ferry. The boatman assured the chief that the beautiful bride would not remain in danger for a long time. The weather was very stormy and the sea was furious. Question number 27. How was the sea and the storm? Why was the water wraith shrieking? Who were sitting in the boat? Answer. The sea was rough and rising. The storm grew loud quickly. The water of the sea had assumed a ghost-like shape and form and seemed to be shrieking. The boatman, the Scottish chieftain, and his bride, Lord Ullin's daughter, were sitting in the boat. Question number 28. How was the weather? Who were the armed men? Who were the armed horse riders chasing? Answer. The wind blew wilder and the night grew darker and more fearful. The armed men chasing the lovers were Lord Ullin's men. The armed horse riders were chasing the Scottish chieftain and his bride, Lord Ullin's daughter. Question number 29. Who was dismayed through storm and shade? What did Lord Ullin discover? Answer. Lord Ullin's daughter was dismayed through storm and shade. Lord Ullin discovered that one hand of his daughter was outstretched for help and the other hand was around the lover, that is, the Scottish chieftain. Question number 30. Who cried in grief? What was the cause of his grief? What wrong had the Highland chieftain done to Lord Ullin? Answer. Lord Ullin cried in grief to see his daughter's tragic death, which Lord Ullin was watching before his own eyes, was the cause of his grief. The Scottish chieftain had eloped with Lord Ullin's daughter. Beautiful daughter was the wrong which the Highland chieftain had done to Lord Ullin. Question number 31. What was vain and how? Describe the waves of the sea. Who was left lamenting? Answer. Lord Ullin's late assurance of forgiving his daughter and her lover was of no use, and hence it was all in vain. The stormy waves were beating against the shore. Lord Ullin was left lamenting the tragic death of his beautiful daughter. Question number 32. What message does Lord Ullin's daughter convey to the readers? Answer. The poem Lord Ullin's Daughter is a tragic story of two lovers who lost their lives for the sake of their love. It was due to the false ego and stubbornness of Lord Ullin which culminated in the drowning of the couple in the sea. This poem conveys the message that thoughtless and rash decisions can lead to disastrous results. Sometimes ego of the parents leads to catastrophic results. Dictatorial parents do not try to understand the feeling of their young children. It gives rise to a conflict resulting from the clash of the rebellious nature of youth and the authority of parents. Vision and foresight can help prevent family breakups. So, dear children, with these words, I end my lesson. I hope These question answers will prove beneficial for you in your study. If you have any query, drop a comment below and I will get back to you at the earliest. Hope you have understood the lessons well. Thank you.